Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. India, a land of many different things, is connected by a network of rivers. These rivers are more than just lines on a map, they are lifelines. They've shaped India's history, helped its civilizations grow, and continue to support its large population. From the tall Himalayas to the southern tip of India, these waterways have guided where people live, influenced culture, and helped the economy for thousands of years. This video explores India's river systems, showing how important they are and the problems they face. We'll travel along famous rivers like the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus, learning how they affect India's culture and environment. We'll also explore other important rivers, the Kaveri, Godavari, and Narmada, each with its own special part in India's story. We'll see how these rivers have created India's landscape, forming fertile plains and vibrant ecosystems. We'll look at the close relationship between rivers and culture, seeing how faith, stories, and daily life are connected to these waterways. But this journey also has some sad parts. We'll talk about the serious problems of pollution and climate change that threaten these important rivers. Lastly, we'll explore possible solutions, focusing on the urgent need for smart water management and working together to protect these valuable resources for future generations. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. The Ganges, often called Ganga Ma or Mother Ganges, is incredibly important to millions of people. Starting from the Gangotri Glacier in the Himalayas, this huge river travels over 1,500 miles, eventually flowing into the Bay of Bengal. Along the way, the Ganges waters the fertile Gangetic Plains, one of the most crowded places in the world.
The Ganges is more than just water. It's a big part of Hindu stories and beliefs. People believe its waters can wash away sins and help souls be reborn. Cities like Varanasi and Haridwar, on the banks of the Ganges, are holy places, attracting millions who seek peace and perform religious ceremonies.
The Ganges also helps many communities survive. Its waters are used for farming, providing food and jobs. The river supports a thriving ecosystem, full of diverse plants and animals. Sadly, even though it's sacred, the Ganges is facing big problems. Pollution from factories, sewage, and farms has made the river's water very dirty. This is dangerous for people, animals, and the river's environment.
Cleaning up this pollution isn't just about the environment. It's the right thing to do.
Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. While the Ganges flows through the middle of India, the Brahmaputra and Indus tell their own important stories in the north. The Brahmaputra starts in Tibet and enters India as the Siang River, flowing through the beautiful landscapes of Arunachal Pradesh. It then goes through Assam, where it's called the Brahmaputra, before meeting the Ganges in Bangladesh to form the world's largest delta. Known for its strong currents and unpredictable nature, the Brahmaputra has caused terrible floods throughout history. But it also creates very fertile land for farming, supporting millions of farmers. The river is essential for communities in northeast India, shaping their culture and how they make a living.
The Indus is important because it was home to the ancient Indus Valley civilization. Starting in Tibet, it flows through Ladakh in India before entering Pakistan. The Indus and its smaller rivers have shaped the culture of the region for a very long time.
These rivers, though far apart, share similar problems. Melting glaciers in the Himalayas and changing rainfall due to climate change are affecting how much water flows and their long-term survival. India, China, and Pakistan need to work together to manage these shared water resources and ensure everyone who depends on them has water in the future.
Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. While the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus are very important, many other rivers are also key to India's diverse environment.
The Kaveri, sometimes called the Ganges of the South, is culturally and economically important to people in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Starting in the Western Ghats Mountains, the Kaveri flows through beautiful landscapes, watering rice fields, coffee plantations, and ancient temples. The Godavari, India's second longest river after the Ganges, is another vital waterway. Flowing through the Deccan Plateau, it supports a rich variety of plants and animals and helps millions of people in central and southern India survive. The Godavari Delta, known for its fertile land and fishing communities, shows the delicate balance between human needs and protecting the environment.
The Narmada, starting in the Amarkantak Plateau in central India, is considered sacred in Hindu mythology. People believe it can wash away sins. The Narmada Valley, with its beautiful marble rocks and ancient temples, shows the river's lasting spiritual importance.
These rivers, though smaller than the others, are just as important. They show how India's river systems are connected and why we need a smart plan to manage water that addresses each river's unique challenges and opportunities. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. India's rivers aren't just water sources, they're a big part of the country's culture and geography. For centuries, they've been the birthplaces of civilizations, shaping where people live, how they farm, and inspiring art, literature, and spirituality. The Gangetic Plains are fertile because of the Ganges' yearly floods, which leave behind nutrient-rich soil, making it a great place for farming. Rivers have also shaped India's cultural identity. The Ganges, seen as pure and spiritually liberating, is a powerful symbol in Hinduism. The Kumbh Mela, a huge religious gathering held every 12 years on the banks of the Ganges, shows the river's spiritual importance, attracting millions of pilgrims. Rivers have also inspired many stories, songs, and dances, reflecting the deep connection between people and their waterways. The boat races during Onam in Kerala, the Ganga Aarti ceremony in Varanasi, and the Pushkar fair in Rajasthan are just a few examples of the vibrant cultural traditions connected to India's rivers. India's landscape also shows the power of its rivers. The Himalayas, with some of the world's tallest mountains, are where mighty rivers like the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus begin, carving their way through the mountains, creating deep gorges, fertile valleys, and beautiful waterfalls. The Western Ghats Mountains also give rise to many rivers that flow eastward, creating a network of life-sustaining waterways. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Pollution and climate change are two of the biggest problems facing India's rivers.
The fast growth of industries and cities in recent decades has hurt our rivers. Untreated sewage, factory waste, and farm runoff have polluted the water, making it dangerous for people and river ecosystems.
Climate change, with its unpredictable weather and extreme events, is making these problems worse. Less snow in the Himalayas, changes in monsoon rains, and more droughts and floods are all affecting the flow and health of our rivers.
We need to act now and work together. We need policies that focus on smart water management, pollution control, and adapting to climate change to protect our rivers for future generations.
Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. It's time to realize how important our rivers are and take action to protect them. Everyone has a part to play, from government officials and business leaders to communities and individuals. By using sustainable practices, supporting conservation efforts, and teaching others about the problems facing our rivers, we can make sure these lifelines continue to provide for and inspire future generations. Let's work together to protect India's rivers and build a better future for everyone. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia.